Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a short video with some of my recent 35mm analog pictures that I've got back from my snap camera using ISO 400 Kodak film. I would say these are some of my least successful pictures. Taking them at the start of this year, there just wasn't really enough light. That's kind of the problem with using these like toy cameras and analog cameras. They need a lot of light. I think they have been adjusted a bit by the company that I use to develop them. And so that has led to some of them, or quite a lot of them, looking quite noisy. And like you can see in this image here, there's a lot of the little dots. It's quite a noisy image because there probably wasn't enough light in the image to get a nice crisp shot of my son here playing on a climbing frame thing. You can see the yellow standing out quite well, but apart from that, it is a bit blurry. This is him also in a park. So we've had a few little trips in the last couple of months. So this is the early part of the year to see family and also a little holiday, which comes at the end of the video. I haven't really used the camera very much, so it's just like a whole bunch of different things that I've taken one or two pictures of because I knew that there just wasn't going to be enough light, and these cameras tend to work so much better in the summer or summer months on a nice, bright, sunny day. I also didn't have very much film left because film is still really hard to get hold of. It's really expensive and it's just quite hard to get. It's a little bit easier than it was, but it's still quite pricey. You can see here on a nice sunny day out with my mum and my son that the picture is a lot better, it's a lot clearer, and it just overall looks better, although it is still a little bit noisy. But that was a much brighter day, even if it was still a bit cold. This is a picture that my son actually took of me using the camera, so I'm so proud. This is actually quite a well composed image. I just knelt down in front of him and he took a picture of me, so that's impressive, I think, because he's only 3.5. So I don't look terrible in the image as well. So well done to him. I think he did also take a couple of other pictures that didn't actually take because he didn't wind on the film. And to be honest, I'm not sure I want to teach him about how to wind on the film just yet because then he will just use up my entire roll of film on the camera. But when he's a little bit older, it would be nice to get him one of these cameras for his birthday, which is in the summer, so that would be the great time to use it, but maybe not this year. He's still a little bit young. So this was still the trip that we went on, or the day trip we went on with my mum, and this is like an old ruined castle or some kind of old building anyway. I can't actually remember what it is, but it's quite fun to look at across the water. And then we did go and explore it a little bit, and my son did like running around through all the kind of doors and sort of climbing up on some of the rocks, although it's limited as to what you can get on that is actually safe. But that was quite fun little outing for him. We did also take a walk along the waterfront and saw some frog spawn and some animals and stuff, so that was quite fun. Now, this is a trip that we went on with my boyfriend to Wales, and so this is a castle along the way. But again, you can see that the pictures are, a little bit noisy again. The sky looks a bit too white, so it's a bit overexposed, I guess. And like it's just super noisy. So this was a nice lawn or garden that was next to the castle and not even sure what it is supposed to be. You can kind of see that there's some trees in the background there and it's looking a bit green, but other than that, it's not the best image ever. But the best part of the trip, especially for my son, was going to the beach. He really, really enjoyed it, and that was actually one of the nicer, brighter days, although it was only about 10 degrees. It actually got quite sunny, which was really nice. And these pictures came out quite well. Again, a little bit overexposed, but you can see sky, sand. There's some buildings there. They were really quite cute. They were nicely painted in all different colours. Obviously, none of that really translate into the image, but they were probably just too far away, as well as the issues with not being enough light. And these are only little like toy cameras that I'm using really. And then this is the sea, and you can kind of see a wave, which is quite nice. But there's a lot of blue in this image with the reflection of the sky as well, so it's a bit hard to make out. But that is it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please do like and subscribe.